Hey everybody, welcome to the Lesser Saints of Discord. I'm sure happy that the mics weren't on during that intro.
I will not
had,
apologize for anything that I said.
No, of
we
course
had
not. But we can't say it on
Jables
Twitch.
dropping N-words left and right.
I did no such thing, but we did say other slurs.
Is it really a slur if it's accurate, though?
Yeah, that's fair.
If it accurately describes the behavior and how much I detest that particular person.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
I might touch it with your 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I have certain grievances with a certain alphabet community.
Yeah, he got rejected and now he feels very bitter about it.
Yeah, by alphabet he means BIPOC. The Black Indigenous People of Color. And he was really going hard at the indigenous people.
There are no indigenous Americans. We all came here from somewhere else.
You go back far enough, absolutely.
Yep. Anyways. I'm getting a solid driver's tan where one side of me is more tan than the other.
I picked up a job last week. I think I mentioned that. But, yeah, it's actually sticking longer than 6 days this time.
Woohoo!
Alright. Hold on. I'm really looking at camera. Hold 1 second. I need to do a thing.
Right?
I was gonna have Cyberpunk, but you know, work got a little crazy, and I ended up coming down with something. I've got a fucking sinus infection right now.
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah, every time I get sick, it almost 100% of the time inevitably turns into a sinus infection.
Yeah, I distinctly remember the last time I had a sinus infection. It's up there for definitely like the top 10 for absolute worst pain I've ever been in. Like, my sinus passages were so swollen with that particular infection that the pressure, I literally thought it was going to break my nose.
Having fun there, Jables?
Yeah, well, whatever settings you have, like, affects the settings. Like, I set my camera to certain settings so that when you guys see it, it does something. But you have some sort of settings that change my settings, so I'm sort of playing within those bounds. So...
The only thing I have for you is chroma key, which I can disable.
Yeah, but because you're doing the whole overlay, like Sir can probably verify this. Like, it looks different on my camera versus what you're showing. Verify it in just a second. Hold on, I'm gonna.
I like the fact that your shirt is green in your profile pic, but
Yeah,
it's still visible despite the chroma key.
yeah, because it's just that different color. It's just different enough of a green.
Yeah.
Damn,
Oops.
them aliens are wrecking your shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks more similar, but it's definitely different. I had to mess with a bunch of settings just now, just to get it like relatively close. All right.
Rimshee's current gameplay demonstrating what I said previously to Jables about FTL. It's just like, this is a game where things go from everything's fine to, oh god, everything's on fire very rapidly.
Okay. Cool.
Alien bastards.
All right. What else do you guys want to talk about? Oh. I was driving through this apartment complex parking lot, and they have all of the parking spots listed as letters. So it's like A, and then in like another section it's like AA, and then in another section it's like AAA. And I'm driving by and I'm just sort of looking at them, and it goes I, JJJ, YYY, LLL, and I'm like, why? Why whys? Oh.
Yeah, imagine giving that spot to a black family.
Depends on the black family. I know several black people that would think it was hilarious.
Oh, I believe you.
Also, I kind of
I also
thought,
know
like,
several people that would be like, why would you give me this spot? You must do this on purpose because I'm black.
I was also kind of thinking that, like, when you started out with the A's, that, like, you were going to make some kind of joke relating to the small titty brigade, but...
Yeah. Nope.
In the itty bitty titty committee.
Yeah. More than once, just driving down the road, like I'm not even selling ice cream, I'm just like taking the truck back to the spot or to a location that I'm gonna start selling ice cream. Girls flashed me multiple times.
Interesting.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Why?
Because I'm driving an ice cream truck. I don't know.
It could also be, it's
Literally
like,
no idea.
that he's in bumfuck Washington, and some people have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
That too. I have been mooned a couple times as well.
Like, the ice cream man is about the most significant thing that happens to them in any given week.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wow, an ice cream truck!
Yeah. Oh, I had an old guy take a video of me driving. And, like, he just has old guy face, so he just kind of looked angry. And I was like, are you recording me to, like, report me because of the noise or something? I didn't know what was going on. I turn around, and then he walks up. He's like, it's been years since I've seen an ice cream truck. I never thought I'd see one again. I was like, well, here I am. Okay. He was just excited that there was an ice cream truck.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I can understand that, because lately, even around here, you know, major city, ice cream trucks, like legitimate ice cream trucks, are like an endangered species.
Yeah.
I can't
I
remember
haven't
the
seen an ice cream
last time I
truck
saw
in
one.
years. To be fair, though,
You're
I
in the
moved
middle
to a
of
spot
the
where
mountains.
you would not see any of them. But even when I lived in an area where you would, I never saw ice cream trucks. I haven't seen an ice cream truck driving around since before I went to the Marine Corps, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in my case, it's like I'm living in the suburbs on the south side of a city of nearly 900,000 people, and I can't remember the last time I saw an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
I am rarely
I'm in the
in
same
the
boat.
city when I'm doing the ice cream. I'm rarely in the city when I'm doing the ice cream truck stuff.
Yeah, but like
I'm
even in
generally
the
going out to like other
suburbs.
communities. Yeah.
Because I don't live like downtown Indy. Not that I would ever want to, because it's a fucking mess, and I hate driving downtown.
Generally, I'm going off to like some other town. Or like, there's this one area around here where there's just like these little pocket neighborhoods just out in the middle of nowhere. And we just go and hit up all of those too. Like there's one little neighborhood that it's literally just a street. And it's not even long. It's just this one little road with like 20 or 30 houses.
Yeah, like I have noticed that like they tend to show up a little more frequently, it seems, near where my grandma is. She kind of lives near like the border between Indianapolis and Greenwood, which Greenwood is a separate town.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, it's usually just those fucking snow cone trucks.
Which is bullshit. And I think I finally figured out the appeal of the pre-made snow cones. Because a customer said it. Just like, that looks really refreshing. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Munching on some ice on a really hot day might be pretty refreshing.
It's so hard,
Still
though.
wouldn't get one. It'll soften up.
Excuse me.
Not quickly enough. Not for my tastes, at least.
Yeah.
Well, as you know, and the other reason, which again makes sense, is that, you know, like, because it takes it longer to thaw out, you don't have to be as quick to eat it.
Yeah. And the kids are just excited that it has a gumball.
Because like,
If
I
you
know,
want
like,
gumballs, just get
if
a
I'm
Sonic.
getting-
It has gumball eyeballs.
oh, those are so bad though. Have you ever had one of those things?
Yeah. They are not tasty.
And the gumballs, like the gumball eyes, like they're like the absolute worst kind of. I can't even call it bubble gum because the shit fucking disintegrates.
Okay.
It's chewing
know.
chalk.
That's a
I
good description, actually.
I stick to my adult things like the ice cream Snickers or the Reese's bar or the ice cream sandwich.
Yeah. Original jumbo ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, the
Cannot go
original
wrong
jumbo
with
ice
it.
cream sandwich is what we have, and it's my favorite.
Said strawberry shortcake bar for me. It's my number one.
Always strawberry shortcake. Always.
Every
It's
now and
not
then I'll get a
sugary.
craving for its cousin, the chocolate eclair bar, but
It happens, but not often.
Yeah. Sorry, my internet went wonky for a second. What were you saying, sir, about the strawberry shortcake?
I said it's number one for me when it comes to ice cream truck fare.
Okay.
Every now and then, I'll get a craving for its cousin, the chocolate eclair bar, but
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about the strawberry shortcake.
because like
I've seen
ice
the chocolate
cream,
eclair bar.
yeah, it's basically it's the exact same as the strawberry shortcake bar, just replace the coating and the core with chocolate.
Okay.
They
I'll
also
still
have
go
the-
Reese's over that. I
They
like
also have
peanut
the
butter too much.
toasted almond bar sometimes, but that one's really rare.
Yeah.
It's like the third cousin, twice removed, of the strawberry shortcake bar that you just never see anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like ice cream bars are about as tough as I can get when it comes to frozen treat fare, because I can't eat popsicles.
Yeah. And like, I want a bomb pop, but they're way too big. I don't have that kind of patience.
Well, because
10-year-old
like
me down for it.
my dad, like he loves bomb pops, like that's one of his old time personal favorites. But dad,
Yeah.
he can just bite a big ass chunk of it off.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah. If I were to try and bite directly into any popsicle at this point, I'd probably fall down and potentially piss my pants. Because that would hurt so goddamn bad.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Vanilla ice cream with bacon pieces? I
can
don't know
see
how
it.
I feel about that.
No, I can see it.
Yeah. Savory, sweet. I'd rather just have bacon though.
Yeah,
You got
that's
a bit
why
of a
I'm not
crunch.
sure how I feel about it.
I would try it as an oddity, like if it was being offered at like a county fair or something. But it's not
Oh, yeah,
something I would
wouldn't-
go out of my way to get ever again.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same
Yeah, I wouldn't
boat.
pay for it. I wouldn't pay
It's like-
for it. If somebody was buying one for me, I'd do that.
Like the one time that I got a deep fried Reese's at a county fair. I had that and it's like, this is really evilly good and I should never do this again.
I would pay for that though. I wouldn't pay for ice cream with bacon in it. Because I'm also not big on sweets. That might be it.
Actually, that just reminded me, the fucking Denny's. Back when they had like that bacon lovers, like whatever fucking menu for a while. And they had the maple bacon sundae.
Mm-hmm. It seems really good. I would try a bite of somebody else's, but that's as far as I'd go.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, oh, that tastes good. It's like, then you realize it's being made by Denny's, and it's just like, oh,
Their bacon sucks.
never mind.
Their bacon sucks so much.
Did I ever tell you guys about the last time that I went to a Denny's?
Not that I know of.
No.
So me and my dad, we go to Denny's on Veterans Day.
Yeah.
As you do.
Get that sweet discount.
And because they're offering like a free Grand Slam for vets.
Yeah.
So we get there and we go in, and this place is so dark. It's like walking into a cave. And we get to our table, and it hasn't even been fully cleaned yet. There's still like a straw wrapper and shit on the table.
Yeah.
And like this waitress finally comes around, and like we inquire about the deal, and she's like, "Oh, we stopped doing that at noon."
Oh.
She's
Well,
like,
fuck you then.
"Do you guys want some time to think about what you're gonna order?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." I looked across the table at my dad. I'm like, "Fuck this place." We got up and went to the IHOP down the street, and the waitress at the IHOP is like, "Oh, you're a veteran?" Looks at his cards, like, "Here's your free pancakes."
Yep.
So,
Alright.
IHOP, objectively superior to Denny's as a pancake place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But
it's the
Denny's
International
also
House of
doesn't-
Pancakes.
Denny's also doesn't claim to be a pancake place. They claim to be a breakfast place or a restaurant in general,
Yeah.
but primarily breakfast food.
And
Yeah.
even then, it's just like, you'd be so much better off going to fucking Waffle House.
If
They
I
don't have
had a
Waffle
Waffle
House
House
over
around
there.
where I lived, I'd probably go there. Who doesn't want to
Oh,
watch a couple
man.
fights?
It doesn't happen nearly as often as you'd think.
Well, it depends where you're at.
Happened every time I went into one.
Most of the time, it's just a great place to get fucking hash browns.
Yeah. We have a local chain called. It's a regional chain. It's called Sherry's. That's my number one go-to. They also they serve Cyrus O'Leary's pies, and they make pie milkshakes where they just toss a slice of pie in the milkshake maker, and it's fucking awesome.
Interesting. Yeah, it's like Portillo's, where they put a slice of their
And-
chocolate cake into a milkshake machine. It's like, here's your chocolate cake milkshake.
Yep. And they're legit milkshakes because they give you the glass with the milkshake and the silver cup with the rest.
Nice.
Yeah. It's really dope.
Fun fact. And this is something that I would, if I could like catch Nick doing a live stream about it, I'd love to, or just a live stream in general, I would love to send in a super chat where it's like, fun fact about Waffle House, specifically to Indiana. And I actually remember this. When Waffle House first came to Indiana, we had a local chain of restaurants called Waffle House.
Yeah.
And so Waffle House, like the nationally recognized Waffle House, had to call their stores Waffle and Steak.
Didn't the same thing happen with Burger King?
There was a specific Burger King that was so bad it got kicked out of the franchise, so they just removed all the King references to the food.
No, there was there's a whole court case. This guy opened a restaurant that he called Burger King. And then when the corporate Burger King tried to move in, he was like, He had it fully trademarked for the area and everything, and so there wasn't allowed to be a Burger King within like a certain radius of that restaurant. Oh jeez.
But yeah, all the Waffle Houses, the original Waffle Houses here in the state, were called Waffle and Steak until the local chain changed their name to the Sunshine Cafe, and then all the Waffle and Steaks could become Waffle Houses. I miss the Sunshine Cafe. It went under a long time ago.
Yeah. Crab, Waffle House looked dirty and grimy. It's supposed to look like that. That's how you know the hash browns are good. It's all the butter from the hash browns that are just coating everything everywhere else.
Hey, like, you gotta realize, Crab, like, Waffle Houses are 24/7 establishments.
Yeah. The National Weather Service uses Waffle House as a measurement for whether or not people should evacuate.
Well, it's FEMA. And it was always unofficial. FEMA. The Waffle House Index has always been unofficial. But it's still a really good indicator. Like, because the thing is, like, Waffle House is like, they have a special, like, menu for times where, like, they're on generator power. And the other thing that Waffle House does is that if they know, like, a hurricane or something is going to be hitting an area, they will get together teams of employees from stores that are outside where the storm is going to impact and have them run the stores in the area so that the local employees can be at home and make sure that their families are okay.
Also, it's not unofficial, it's informal. There is a slight difference there.
Informal. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the index is like if it's green, that means that, you know, the Waffle House is fully functional. They're running the full menu. If it's yellow, the Waffle House is on generator power and has their limited menu. If it's red, it's like the Waffle House is unable to operate, and you probably need to send in the National Guard.
Yeah. If the Waffle House isn't open, get the fuck out of Dodge.
That's why we need Waffle House everywhere.
Yeah, it's like that was like one of the scariest, like, legitimately like one of the scariest, like, hurricane damage photos I ever saw, where it's like a Waffle House, but the only thing left is the sign.
Yeah. And it's still operating in a yellow status.
Well, no, in that case, that Waffle House was not operating because the building was gone.
I was joking.
But they do have Waffle House on wheels for those types of situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just brought one of those to the location, and
like, oh, the fucking building's
never
gone?
Been to a Waffle House? I've heard nothing but great things about Waffle House. So shout out Waffle House. Thank you for keeping people safe and keeping people fed.
Still family owned to this day.
Nice.
I will vehemently state that they should have.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's why I said I would like to super chat Nick sometime about, like, the Indiana Waffle House factoid, because it's not something that he mentioned in his video.
Yeah.
I would love to see Waffle House everywhere. I could have sworn we had a Waffle House here in California at one point. But I could be wrong. It could be unaffiliated. Or it could have been unaffiliated. Or it could have been a taxis and I'm just misremembering. but I swear I saw a Waffle House.
I mean, it's hard to mistake a Waffle House.
Yeah.
They're not very big
Well,
buildings.
I'm looking up Waffle House locations right now.
No, there isn't one in California. I've done the research. But at one point, I could have sworn I saw one in the area.
Holy shit, there's one in Washington.
Oh, really?
Holy shit, there's one in Spokane.
Yeah, they've slowly been getting around.
Oh, man.
I think FEMA should fund their expansion. Because the Waffle House Index is, like, miles more reliable than their alternate bellwether companies. Like, they've tried, in places that don't have Waffle House, they'll go with, like, Starbucks and stuff like that. And they are vastly more accurate in their requirements when they're dealing with a Waffle House than any other company.
So, in Jables' case, that must be really, really recent. Because as of 2022 location map, there were no Waffle Houses in Washington.
Yeah, there's no Waffle Houses on the entire West Coast, or... Yeah, there's no... In Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Nevada, California, no Waffle Houses.
Yeah, like,
In...
again, this is a little out of date, but as of this map in 2022, my state has 24 of them.
Wait, hold on.
Most of them,
No,
a good
never
portion
mind.
concentrated
there
in
isn't-
Indy.
There isn't one here, but there's like... Oh, that's my location. Never mind. Okay. There's like a big yellow dot. And I was like, sweet. No, now I'm sad.
Yeah. Of course,
I
you
got
know,
really excited and then sad. Oh no.
there are over 400 Waffle Houses in their home state of Georgia.
The closest Waffle House to me is in Colorado.
The closest one
Yeah,
to me
that's a
is in
drive.
Arizona.
Yeah.
I also like this, like, if a Waffle House is particularly busy, it's like, they're not going to make a bigger Waffle House, they're just going to build another Waffle House.
Yeah.
And they'll put it right next to the one that's busy.
That's what they did with Starbucks here. That's how Starbucks got big all over the country. Oh, this little corner coffee shop is too busy. Let's put another one here.
Yeah, like there's a Starbucks that it's in this little place, like this little property near where my grandma lives. And they literally went from one side of the property to the other side. I still don't know why they did that. It's like you...
Who knows?
I think maybe it was to do a drive-through, but I'm pretty sure they had the drive-through before they moved to the other side of the building. So again, I don't know. Maybe so they could have a longer line.
Maybe for a longer line, maybe
Because it's not a big parking lot.
the location on one side of the building. The question is, do they own it or are they leasing it?
Pretty sure it's a leasing agreement.
Because if they're leasing it, Yeah, one side of the building might have higher rent because of the location as opposed to the other.
Yeah, like the side that they were on has been vacant since they moved to the other side, so
Okay. Maybe it was just to get a longer line. I don't know.
it's like, yeah, we're moving. One door over. It's like, oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, sometimes I find it really weird where people place certain businesses. Like there's a Dairy Queen in Spokane that is in such an inconvenient spot to get to. I hardly know how to describe it. Like there's way too much traffic constantly going by. It's hard to get into the parking lot, and it's at like this weird in-between thing. There's no easy way to get to the Dairy Queen. But you drive by it all the time because it's on one of the main roads.
Dairy Queen is pretty great, though.
I wouldn't know. I can't get to it.
Sadness. Especially Blizzard cakes. Blizzard cakes are nice.
Yeah, it's in a spot that you're only driving by if you are actively going somewhere else. It's not in a good spot for food.
Ski.
But it's still open. Been open my whole life. So plenty of people go there. I don't know how they get there, but they go there, I guess. Or it's a cover. Some sort of front.
For big ice cream.
Yeah. Big Dairy Queen's just sitting there. We need at least one in this area. Who cares if we can get to it? We just need to show that we have
go
the
max
businesses.
conspiracy. It's like you just happen to be driving past that Dairy Queen one night and you realize that all of your company's ice cream trucks are in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Just looking super fucking suspicious.
Yeah. I've thought about that driving around because, like, I'm allowed to take breaks and stuff. I've thought about pulling up to an ice cream shop and, like, getting an ice cream while driving an ice cream truck.
Just for the fucking irony of it.
Yeah, that's a joke just for.
Because you know that while you're there, somebody is going to be walking or driving past. They're going to snapshot that and it's going to end up as a meme.
Yeah. Even if I just park in their parking lot, just use the bathroom or something. You just walk in, hey, we're both ice cream people. Can I use your pisser?
We are in the business of slinging the creams.
Yeah. Hey, we both sling cream.
It's so wrong, but it's so funny.
Yeah, if anybody takes that inappropriately, you're the wrong one. Get your head out of the gutter. I'm just out there slinging cream.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Wanna talk about something else?
Restaurants and stuff. Yeah, we could talk about
Yeah,
something
let's
else.
move on. They casted Zelda and Link for the live-action Zelda movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I don't know who either of these people are.
I don't either, but looks wise, I think they're all right. I don't think it's bad casting.
I think
Well,
they
we'll
could have
see
done
how
a
they
little
act.
better on Zelda, but just looking at the face,
I was thinking they could
for
have done better with Link.
nah, like his kind of blank
I think Zelda is
expression.
fun.
It's like that works.
Perfect.
Yeah, but his face is a lot rounder than it should be, I think.
Well, Link and Zelda are like fucking elves, so you know,
Yeah.
there's only so much that you can do.
Yeah. I don't know. Imagine her with like the little braid that just like goes around here and the rest long hair. I think she fits.
But I'm still in the mindset of like, why do we need to do this?
Yeah.
I think you could make. I think a live action Zelda movie has a lot of potential. Do you need to do it? No. Could it potentially be really cool? Yeah.
I did like Razorfist's joke where he's like, you know, we already had a live action Zelda movie. It was called Legend.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's great. You got Tim Curry playing fucking Satan. Well, he's called Darkness in the movie, but he's fucking Satan.
Yeah.
Also a very young Tom Cruise in that movie.
Oh. That's why I haven't seen it.
It's great. It was a Ridley Scott movie.
Cool. I'm just saying because it's old. Nothing to do with Tom Cruise. I like a lot of Tom
If
Cruise
anything,
movies.
one could argue that Legend of Zelda kind of borrowed some stuff from Legend.
When did that come out?
Fuck. When did Legend come out again? It was early 80s.
Okay. Around the same time.
Da, da, da. It came out the year before. Legend came out in 1985, and Legend of Zelda, the game, came out in 1986.
All right. It was already like 3 years in production because it took forever to make games back then. Well, not forever, but it still use binary. Right. No, I'm tentatively stoked for a live action Legend of Zelda. It's not supposed to come out till like 2027.
But you know, like I understand why it's happening now. It's because Breath of the Wild made a fuck ton of money.
Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and the Mario movie did so well that Nintendo's like, yeah, let's make more movies. And I'm cool with it because, well, Zelda games at least have like a heavy storyline behind them.
Dependent upon the game.
Well, I shouldn't say heavy storyline. I should say they're very story based. So, well, some of them, I guess.
I mean, like the original game, there's not
Ocarina
much
of Time and
story going on. It's just like, take this sword, go save Princess. I don't know, figure it out.
Yeah. There's darkness in the world. Here, have a sword, little shit. Now go away.
Well, what I feel like is like
Or,
you
no,
walk into
what
a
was the actual
cave.
line?
You walk into a cave immediately after starting the game, and there's just this old ass man sitting in a cave. He's like, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this."
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost like
I'm still alone. I
almost
just
like-
have a sword now.
hey, Dina.
It's like it's dangerous to go alone, child. I'm not gonna come with you. Here, have this pointy thing.
It's almost like
Try not to
Pokemon,
poke
where
your eye
Professor
out.
Oak gave Ash an electric rat so he could fuck his mom while dude was searching for other shit.
Everybody knows that Ash's mom was fucking Mr. Mime.
Oh god. Is it?
Yep.
No, like for me, like the most wholesome relationship in the early Pokemon show is Professor Oak and Ash's Krabby.
Yeah.
Because like they're just like doing like Zen shit together, like wearing little kimonos and eating rice cakes.
Yeah, well, Oak was familiar with crabs because he's had them his entire life. Because he's such a fucking horn dog. Then.
Well, like, even in the Pokemon games, like when you get to the Elite Four, like Agatha, the ghost type, who she's actually a poison type trainer. All of her Pokemon are poison types. Only 3 of them have the ghost typing. But she's the ghost person. Okay, yeah, what the fuck ever. She's like, oh, Oak, he used to be so handsome. And it's like, okay. I don't really want to talk about this with you, Grandma.
Yeah. Also, Oak looking great for like 70. Oak's supposed to be old as shit.
Well,
And then, like, for
he's
a
based
while
on
there,
the
it's like
Asian
all
architecture.
of
Asians have longevity
Yeah.
in their youth, but once they hit that level, boy, does it go downhill fast.
Yeah,
Well, like-
he's just one of the ones where it goes downhill later.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I think it wasn't until Generation 5. But like before that, like every generation, like each region in Pokemon is based on like a certain region of the Japanese home islands.
Yeah.
So like, the Kanto region is literally like synonymous with the Kanto region. It's where like Tokyo and shit is.
Yeah.
Then Johto is the Kansai region, where you have Kyoto and everything.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah, and then
changed
you go
that
to
with
Sword and
Generation 5
Shield and-
because Innova is like... No, wait. It's Kalos that's based on America? I know one of them's based on France.
It was based in like Hawaii.
No. That's Generation 7.
Sword and,
That was
Sword
Sun and Moon.
Shield. Okay. Sword and Shield is like England.
Yeah. So I don't know fuck all about it anymore. Or I haven't played a Pokemon game since Generation 4.
Yeah, it was I dropped out Generation 2
Gold, Silver, Crystal.
and picked back up at like Sword and Shield. And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, yeah, Crystal, Gold, Silver. Yeah.
I
I have all
started
three
with
of them.
I started with Generation 1. I actually haven't played any of the Gen 2 games because I never had the opportunity to own one. But my first one was Yellow, which was a great one to start with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had all 3 cartridges.
I started with.
And then Yellow went missing. It fell behind the dresser or something.
I
I
started
actually
with
had 2
Blue
copies.
and Blue for life. I'm Blue version for life. I might as well be a Crip at this point.
I think I started with Blue
version.
too, but I had all 3,
And-
so. I'm the faithful kid.
Oh, rich kid.
No.
That was funny.
No,
like
I ended up with all 3. I ended up with all 3 of Gen 2, but and I always wanted Yellow, but I just never got it because I thought it was so cool that you could see your Pikachu following you.
Yeah, and you can get all of the starters in Yellow.
Yeah. Exactly. But I was a part of that generation, so I had friends that also had the game.
Yeah.
Actually, I still have a friend. Shout out to Joel. He still plays those old school games, so if I ever need to trade, if I restart my game, he'll help me out.
Yeah, trade evolutions are. I still say to this day that trade evolutions are bullshit.
Yeah, I agree that bullshit.
Yeah.
However, it made me make some friends. Especially when I used to wrestling meets, because you do like 2 or 3 matches out of like a 6 or 8 hour day. So a lot of your time is just sitting around doing nothing. So I'm just playing Game Boy with all these other wrestlers, and like, hey, I haven't been able to trade this. I haven't been able to trade this to evolve it. All right, let's do some trades. Fuck yeah. All right, trade back. That's
Actually, in Yellow, I think I could be wrong, but I think Yellow's the only mainline game where you just straight up get one in game.
yeah.
Get one what?
A trade evolution Pokemon.
Oh.
Yeah, in Yellow, you can get a Machamp like right after the second gym.
Nice.
Because there's this little girl on like one of the underground like bike paths or like something like that, and she has a Machoke named Ricky. Reference. But yeah, if you trade her,
Yeah.
you get her Machoke, and it immediately evolves into a Machamp because it was traded.
Nice.
Not that he helps you that much in Pokemon's first generation, because the fighting type was completely ass.
It was good fodder if you train them up enough, because they had like good attack and defense, but like for actually getting anywhere, it was kind of the Pokemon that you put out there to take a hit, so you could have time to get another Pokemon healed or something.
Yeah, because the most dominant types in the first generation of Pokemon are Psychic types and Normal types. There's actually another thing that I thought was fun when they remade the Gen 1 games in Generation 3. Still some of my all-time favorites. There were a lot of people that were like, it's like, why is it leaf green? It's like, why is it leaf green? It's like, because Blue is the version that we outside of Japan got. Back in Japan, the games were red and green.
Yeah.
Leaf green
Hold on,
is
real
my
quick.
favorite of the
I
two.
didn't know. I didn't know they didn't get blue in Japan.
Yeah.
They got blue. It was
That
just
was-
green.
In the international release, green version became blue version.
That's dumb. But it's also Japan. I don't understand how they run any of their fucking companies.
Well, this probably has nothing to do with it, but my little theory that I have in my head is that, especially in America, the reason why they went with Blastoise as the cover Pokemon is because he's got the cannons coming out of his shell.
That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah.
I said could have nothing to do with it, but that's my theory.
Plus, Blastoise is a fucking beast.
I like Blastoise.
Squirtle was
it's
always
fine.
Squirtle was always my starter. I tried every other one. I had
Yeah,
I had a great time with Squirtle.
I'm a Charmander guy.
You would be.
It's harder going in the beginning, but Charizard's awesome.
I always went with.
I like
Fuck, I suddenly can't remember its name, but the plant, Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bulbasaur's
we
the
have three different
easiest start. Because grass can completely body both Brock and Misty.
Yeah. I liked starting with Squirtle because training on the way to Brock was difficult because you're going against bug and grass types a lot. And
Mostly bug and normal types, though.
so but then Brock was easy because you worked so hard training to get to Brock. So you like learned your moveset a lot.
Well, and also the fact that, all of Brock's Pokemon are 4 times weak to water. So even your basic bubble attack can just completely fucking ruin his Onix.
Yeah. Vampire. I should have had Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur. Jesus Christ. You said bubble attack and it fucked me up.
Well, that's Squirtle's first move, first special move.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I know, but Bubble Bulba.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. 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 If that was the case, Bulbasaur would be my Pokemon. Rimshee's not that into that.
Into what?
Smoking fun things.
Well, the other problem with Bulbasaur is that Bulbasaur is half poison type, and that is really bad for it later in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's easy start, hard later,
Yes.
but by the time you hit later, you've got other
Again,
stuff to work with.
Psychic types are fucking terrifying in Generation 1.
Yeah. It was so hard to catch an Abra in Gen 1.
Yeah, Abra's a bastard.
What?
I said Abra is a bastard.
Yeah.
And then when
It's a
you
pain in
do
the ass,
catch
and then
it,
you can hardly use it.
you can't use it.
Yeah, because its only move is teleport. So you have to
Which doesn't
get
do
some sort
anything.
of TM or HM. You have to get some sort of. Well, it makes you leave.
And it can take you back to the most recently visited Pokemon Center, which is actually useful in early game. Before you have Fly.
Yeah. But yeah, unless you have some sort of TM or HM to teach it, it's a fucking useless Pokemon. And then training it up is such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, because you have to switch.
now
You have to switch train it.
you can't switch train in Gen 1.
What do you mean? Yes, you can.
No, you can't. They don't both gain experience in Gen 1. It's whoever ends it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, if you have an XP share item, yes, Vampire, you're right. But no, it's whoever ends the battle.
I swear you're wrong. Oh, it's
Apparently
after you.
You go.
I'm still reading. Go ahead.
Well, I'm reading as well. So you were about to say something.
So it's after 50 Pokemon that you get the XP all item, which distributes it amongst all of the party members.
Yeah. Okay, see?
Yeah, because it wasn't the experience share in Generation 1.
Yeah,
while
but it's
the
after you get
participating
level 50.
Pokemon receives its full share, the remaining experience is then split among all party members, including those who didn't battle, leading to a potential loss of experience if multiple Pokemon participate.
Yeah, but that's after you get a Pokemon at level 50.
No, it's after catching 50.
Oh, after catching 50? Okay.
Yeah.
Still. That's a lot of Pokemon to catch. You're deep in the game at that point. You catch like Abras in like the 3rd or 4th city. It's not that far.
Well, it doesn't specify
Pokemon
unique
Gen-
Pokemon, so I'm not entirely sure if it's unique or if it's just 50 overall.
I think it's 50 overall, but do you have money for all those Pokeballs?
In Pokemon Gen 1, Abra can be trained by leveraging its ability Teleport. The most common method is to send Abra out first, then switch to a stronger Pokemon, allowing Abra to gain experience without battling directly.
I swear it would only say a certain Pokemon at the end of the battle would get experience.
Well, this is a what?
It was like whoever finished the
25-year-old game at this point? 30-year-old game, something like that?
Yeah, but I played it 2 years ago.
Yeah, I played it not too long ago.
I still have a
as
Game Boy
well
Color
on emulator. I still have my Game Boy Color too, but the internal battery for my Pokemon Yellow cartridge died, so it can't save anymore.
Without replacing that battery?
Yeah.
It's an easy fix.
Yeah, you just gotta get the
I
right
haven't
thing.
gotten around to it.
Yeah.
So I played it on emulator, which, you know,
All right.
same experience.
I might be wrong. It seems
Yeah.
like we're getting slightly conflicting things, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Maybe, yeah.
But no, like that was one of the reasons why one of the best Pokemon that you can get if you're doing a run of Pokemon, if you have someone to trade with, is Alakazam, because you can get Abra so early.
Yep.
And at level 16, it evolves into Kadabra. And if you have someone to trade with, you have a Alakazam, like right around the time that you're near Misty, which is insane for that early in the game because Alakazam is busted.
Yeah. Yeah, he was busted in Pokemon Stadium as well. Even if you just did like the stock picks and didn't transfer your Pokemon files over to Pokemon Stadium, Alakazam was entirely overpowered.
Well, yeah, because the way Gen 1 stats work is before Generation 2, the special stat was just one stat.
Yeah.
So it determined your ability to deal damage with special and also your ability to defend against it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why Gen 1 Amnesia is the single most broken boosting move in the history of Pokemon.
Night Vampire.
Because basically, Gen 1 Amnesia, in one turn, you get a +2 boost to special attack and special defense, effectively. Which is insane.
Yeah.
That was the entire reason why Slowbro was ever viable and competitive, is because it had Amnesia.
Yeah. Yeah, psychic types are
Crazy.
way too strong.
Well, it's because the one type in the game that was supposed to be super the two types in the game that are supposed to be super effective against psychic types, one of them is completely broken. Ghost is not super effective against Psychic in Generation 1 due to a programming error. And even if it
so
was
you mean broken, not like broken OP broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just completely broken it doesn't
Proper
work.
broken.
Yeah.
And even if it did work properly, the only ghost type move, the only damage dealing ghost type move in Generation 1 is Lick, which has 20 base power.
Yeah.
So it's fucking pathetic. And the other type is
it's
Bug.
like Tackle.
Tackle has more power than Lick. Tackle has a base power of 35.
Oh.
Also, the fact that before Generation 4, with the physical special split, ghost type moves were considered physical, so they came off your attack stat, which doesn't do any favors for Gengar because it has a huge special attack stat, but not a big attack stat. So one of its
Gengar's
primary
cool
stabs
Pokemon.
it can't even
Yeah,
use
that's
until
fucked.
Generation 4. Like, my favorite Pokemon had the same issue, where, like, its typing, the only type it could get stab on, which is same type attack bonus, is a special type, but it's a Pokemon with a massive attack stat.
Yeah.
But, you know, as I said, Generation 4 divided moves into physical or special, and that helped a lot of Pokemon.
Nice.
Yeah, once Gengar was able to use Shadow Ball off of its special attack, it started to get even scarier.
Oh, I got my mom into Pokemon Snap recently. The
Hmm.
N64 version.
Nice. That was an
She's been
interesting
having
little
fun with
game.
it. It is a much harder game than I remember it being.
Yeah,
It's-
that tends to be the case. Like you go back and you play like some old, especially like some NES titles or SNES titles. You go back and play them as adults. Like, how the fuck did I play this game? I'm getting
Yeah,
my
like
ass
that-
beat here.
Pokemon Snap, there's one part in order to open up like a secret exit, you have to throw an apple at a Mankey and have it fall down a hill
Yeah.
so that it hits a button. And they don't tell you shit. There's like, here's some apples, throw that shit. Go fuck yourself. You have as many
the
apples
original
as you want,
Pokemon
but,
Snap.
like,
I was
yeah.
playing that. I very much enjoyed playing that on the Switch with the backwards emulator.
Yeah.
I didn't realize until I'd been playing that for a bit that they had come out with a new Pokemon Snap game that actually took advantage of the fact that you could
because they
move
just called it
around
New
and-
Pokemon Snap.
Yeah. But basically, you could use it as like an actual camera. It was kind of cool. It was a lot more intuitive and nice.
Also, like the fact that in this game, like it's funny because to think about if you've watched like the Pokemon anime and whatnot, or like read anything about Mankey, it's like, oh yeah, you're just giving a child apples to throw at a Pokemon whose mentality is literally, I'll tear your face off and make you eat it.
Yeah. Pretty sure Mankey was based off of the chimpanzee that tore that woman's face off because she brought another chimpanzee a birthday cake. I don't know if the timeline matches up.
Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Nintendo's weird like that.
You know, like that was like Ash encounters a Mankey that steals his hat. And then he has his Charmander torch the fucking Mankey.
Yeah.
And the Mankey on the spot evolves into Primeape out of spite to beat his ass.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
I caught a shiny Primeape once. That was pretty cool.
Oh, what else do we got? Disney Plus launches 24/7 throwback channel. Since we're talking about old shit.
Yeah, let me pull that up.
Yeah, it's only a proper throwback channel, Disney, if the stuff that you're showing has not been edited for future audiences.
Yeah.
So I already read this article. I just wanted to talk about it in general and how it's a good idea. As far as I can see, they are not edited. And they're doing 90s. They're doing like late 80s, 90s, and early 2000s shows. So, yeah, so they're going to have like Doug, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Chippendale Rescue
Fuck
Rangers.
yeah, Darkwing Duck.
Tailspin, Gargoyles,
Oh,
Goof
another good one.
Troop, Recess, Kim
Recess.
Possible.
Oh yeah.
They're even gonna do Lilo and Stitch the series. Recess is an underrated show.
It absolutely is.
Another underrated show that's sort of like the same style, Fillmore.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're
Yeah,
gonna have that.
I doubt it.
It's like, even to this day,
Yeah.
like, I remember it on, you know, like, Disney's one Saturday morning on ABC. But, like, as soon as you say recess, like, immediately, like, the theme song is just like, da 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 da.
Yeah. No, Recess is awesome. The movie was great too. No, it's an all around good show. I loved that show as a kid because that's not what the playground was actually like, but that's what the playground felt like. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's... Yeah,
Well, yeah, because, like, because you only have so much
it was
time
just like
out
an
there,
elevated
it's like
version.
it like amplifies your imagination powers.
Yeah.
Like, you can be out there
Yeah, like, I
legitimately
remember-
seeing dragons.
Well, I remember our like King Bob was this kid Johnny Smith. No, Johnny Murphy. And he wasn't like wild with power, like ordering people around and stuff. He was just the coolest kid on the fucking playground.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like, damn, I wish I was that
If
guy.
he came over to ride with you on the tire swing, you were pretty cool. And he was a couple grades above me. So yeah. He also had one of those physical Pokédexes when those came out. Pretty cool.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So he was the cool kid.
Yeah. They're even doing Lilo and Stitch this series, which was actually pretty good. But yeah, it's just like a 24/7 thing where they're just playing all these cartoons like they would on the channel, but like so you're not picking anything, it's just playing a lineup. Which I think is pretty cool.
Another one of my favorite shows from like the Disney like cartoon, like Saturday morning cartoon era was the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Fucking great show. My mom had a bunch of episodes of it taped on VHS. And I wore those tapes out. I especially liked the episode where like Christopher Robin has to take care of like his neighbor's giant ass dog, and it gets out, and they're chasing it around with a shop vac.
Yeah. I remember my parents had an 8-hour-long VHS of classic cartoons. Warner Brothers, though.
Mm.
So that included like the old Superman cartoons, all the Looney Tunes stuff. And it was just this 8-hour-long tape. And my parents, like during the summer, we would just throw that on. We weren't always watching it, but it was always on. Like we were always off doing other shit sometimes, but like if we were home, like that thing was on.
Yeah, like
Whether or not we were paying attention to it, it was just something.
my younger brother, he got like a DVD of like classic like Warner Brothers cartoons, like a classic cartoon collection. And I was sitting there watching it with him, and it was the episode where Elmer Fudd is like a Mountie. It was one of the older ones.
Yeah.
And like it gets to the end where like Bugs Bunny is like being put to the firing squad. And like he requests like a cigarette before he goes, because that was just how cartoons were at the time. And then like they say something, and then all of a sudden like the entire screen gets blurred, and it threw me off because like I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Oh, that's because the very end of this episode turns into a minstrel show. That's right.
Yeah. Well, and
like I remembered the ending, so when all the blurring came, I was just like, oh,
so
that's kind of lame.
Warner Brothers, yeah, Warner Brothers actually backed off from that, and what they did instead was, I think they streamed them on HBO still, or Max as it's called now. Dumb fucking name.
Yeah.
They what they do is they, at the beginning of it, they have a little disclaimer like, hey, these were made at a certain time with different sensibilities. We're gonna show the full thing, just so you know. Different time, different sensibilities.
Yeah, it's basically the
have fun.
If you're a rampaging pussy, then don't watch this.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, like, but there's also like a lot of parents don't want their kids to watch cartoons where a bunch of the characters are smoking and stuff like that. So I think that's fair.
Yeah, which is fine.
You know,
it should be denoted what's in
like
it.
They drink, they smoke and drink a lot in those old cartoons. So, like, I understand being like, hey, we're showing this in full. Things were different back then. There's going to be smoking cigars. There's going to be drinking. Just a heads up. I'm cool with that.
There's going to be a lot of people getting shot and hit with blunt objects.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. Do you guys want to take a peek at the new Hagrid real quick? And then we'll call it a night.
Yeah, sure. And it's pretty much what I expected it was going to be.
Yep. Now, the look is good. I need to hear how he voices it. That's where I might have issues.
Yeah. Because his recent appearance in the completely unnecessary How to Train Your Dragon remake was not good.
Yeah, but I've also seen him play Santa in Doctor Who. And I was like, he'd make a good Hagrid. And that was before he was announced as Hagrid. So.
Yeah, if he can carry that energy, they'll be
Right.
fine.
Huh?
What? What was that, Rimshee?
I have no idea.
I thought someone said my name.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
struggling
just
with
now.
a
What did you
fever,
just
so
say?
I'm not exactly paying the most attention at the moment.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I figured.
Also, sinus medicines have certain effects.
So I mentioned
taken any.
Nick Frost playing Santa Claus. I mentioned Nick Frost playing Santa Claus in Doctor Who, and he said something about the episode.
Yeah, I guess the showrunners saw the episode too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
If he
looks
if
fine.
he doesn't do like his Shaun of the Dead higher pitch voice and he goes a little lower, I think he'll be able to nail the part because he's goofy and caring and all of that in a lot of his roles. So
I say, like, I didn't think his voice was terrible in the How to Train Your Dragon remake. It's just like he was fucking lifeless. It's like, dude, did you even want to be here? Because you are not acting right now. You are better than this. I know you are
he
better
might
than this.
not have. Yeah, I've never heard about. Yeah, I've never heard about that one specifically. Everything else I've seen him in, he's great though. So and he's also from like nerd culture,
Yeah,
similar to
he's
like Henry Cavill.
solidly entrenched, which could be a good thing, or you could end
yeah,
up with a Joss
so,
Whedon, or not Joss Whedon, no, Will Wheaton.
Oh no, not Will Wheaton.
No. Will Wheaton wasn't entrenched in nerd culture. He became entrenched because of the character that he played on a show.
Yeah.
That's different. Yeah. Nick Frost is like a comic book fan, and he comments
Okay,
on
that's if that's what you
comic
mean.
book
Yeah,
movies
that's
and
fair.
stuff like that, and he understands like adaptations. Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to say it's like
no,
Will Wheaton's not entrenched. He's a fucking plant.
Yeah, that's fair.
like. Yeah, like they made the movie Paul because him and Simon Pegg used to do a bunch of nerd shit like that all the time. And like, wouldn't it be cool if we found an alien? And then they made the movie Paul.
Yeah, too bad they got Seth Rogen to play Paul.
I think Seth Rogen did fine in that role.
He did fine, but it's just he's a one-dimensional actor.
Yeah.
It's just like,
But I think if
oh boy, Seth
fit for
Rogen's
that,
here to be Seth
yeah.
Rogen again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He did good in that role, but that's because he was playing Seth
think it
Rogen.
fit. I'm not gonna. Here's
Yeah, that
Yeah.
role called for
'cause it
Seth
was a role
Rogen to
written
play
for
Seth
him.
Rogen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't as egregious
Yeah, but you
as
said
like
you were.
recently with the Lilo and Stitch remake, where they put Zach Galifianakis in here. It's like, why the fuck are you here?
Yeah.
Especially playing Jumba.
Yeah.
I could see him
Anyways.
as the skinny twink alien, but not Jumba.
They're starting filming on the HBO series already. Seems a little soon, in my personal opinion. I have high hopes for it.
I don't,
said,
but I'm not
Like
a
I said
Harry
in the
Potter
past, my
person
only problem
necessarily.
is,
I don't.
yeah, I know neither of you are, but I am. That's I like to talk about it a little bit.
Well, no, I'm saying that
Yep.
I don't have.
My only problem is
particularly
that
high
one
hopes.
casting decision that it's yeah. I don't have super high hopes. I'm just like I hope everybody does well. My only problem
And-
is that one casting decision And the only issue that I have with the casting decision is that it creates other implications. And it's that's it.
Well,
It's about the implications.
again, like we discussed it sets a precedent. Before any of this happened, before any casting, you were like, this is going to be a series that's more accurate to the books. That's what you tried to sell the fan base on. Then you immediately lied to us.
That's the other problem that I have with it.
You immediately lied
So we'll
to us. So you've set a precedent already, and it's not great.
I'm still... Everything else that I've seen about it seems great. So, this feeds more into my conspiracy theory that people in Hollywood will race swap an actor so that they can be a scapegoat and call the fans racist if the show does.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
do it
absolutely
all the
true.
fucking
So
time.
That's yeah.
It's really fun when it really backfires,
every
like
time I
in
say this to people-
Snow White.
Yeah.
Well, that
and-
was mainly because Rachel Zegler is
And
intolerable.
I've
as a
seen
human being.
Yeah, that's another factor.
I've seen some of Papa Asidu's work. He's a great actor. I wish him the best. It's just, I'm sorry, dude. I think they're trying to use you as a scapegoat if it does badly.
Yeah.
That's it. Like,
Well,
nothing on you.
I said, like, it
None
was
of
the
this is
same
your
thing
fault.
for me with that god-awful movie adaptation of The Dark Tower, where it's like, I love Idris Elba. He is an incredible actor.
Yeah.
He's not Roland.
Yeah. Hmm?
He's not
Like,
Roland. He's not the gunslinger.
Not every... Simply put, not every
The
actor
live
can play
action-
every role.
I also
live
didn't like that they
action
cast Matthew
of-
McConaughey as Randall Flagg. Because he's just being Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Alright.
The live action adaptation of the movie one, the M. Night Shyamalan one that generally we don't talk about, of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The one that doesn't exist in polite company.
Yes. Qatar is not white. The nations are based on certain cultures for a reason. There's like a whole thing behind it. There's a whole subtext going on throughout that entire series about all these different nations.
So,
Fuck you.
well, that also leads me to an interesting question. It's like, so what do you think of that announcement that they made regarding the casting for the remake of the show?
I have not seen that. Wait,
Well, basically, they put out this saying where they're like, yeah, we're wanting to cast voice actors that match the ethnicity of the characters.
oh, so
Honestly,
we're not
I
gonna get what's
don't-
his face who played Zuko?
Yeah,
I don't necessarily have a problem with that, but
Yeah.
it depends on which ones they're replacing, for one thing.
Yeah, like, I will say this, and actually, you know what? The Fat Electrician said it pretty well in his most recent video about the Pied Piper of Saipan. If we can complain about them casting a person of color in a role that's supposed to be a white person, you can just as easily complain about casting a white person in a role for that should be the first Hispanic Marine. Or not the first, one of the first Hispanic
Yeah.
Marines. I mean,
Yeah,
dude
and I'm
was a
down for
badass.
complaining
yeah,
about that.
but that's on screen, though. This is voice acting.
Again,
Voice
I don't
acting,
necessarily have an issue with
okay,
it.
so
Right
yeah, so
character,
like,
my
right
thing is,
actor
it's like,
for the character,
So are we
but-
going to start it's the precedent now that we're going to have to start requiring. It's like, oh, this is a Hispanic character. We need to get a Hispanic verse and to do the voice.
No, I will never advocate.
No, I don't
for that
think
being
I
a
don't think
requirement.
we.
I just don't have a problem if they decide to do it on their own. Because sometimes,
Yeah,
like
I
in
don't
some
know.
cases, that actually is worth doing for the sake of the story. It really does depend on their reason for doing it too.
Yeah, and it does affect for voice acting because there are like cultural things that like you grew up in this sort of area, so like you understand. all the
Or
things
your
around this,
family
so
is from there, and you're
would
like a
say
second
this,
generation.
you would say you would say these things a certain way, so it does affect voice acting. However, I do say like don't fire anybody, have them grandfathered in, but moving forward we can move towards stuff like that. That's okay.
Again, I don't think it should be a
Like-
requirement.
like-
The right actor for the right for the position, but
Yeah, meritocracy.
if you're
Yeah.
if you're starting out looking within the ethnicity for that character, but you don't find it, don't settle for the person who is just close enough.
Yeah,
that
like
group. Look for the right
Like
actor.
for voice acting, a white guy that grew up in a Hispanic neighborhood or around a bunch of Hispanic families might be
I
able
wouldn't
to
even
deliver
say
lines
that, right?
just as well as somebody that is Hispanic.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I'm
Like, my
no,
main
but,
thing-
like that's what a
Hell,
all
even
I'm
if you
saying-
don't find
yeah,
it
find the
there,
right
just
person for
finding the
job.
right actor.
But there's a certain delivery. Like we all know when somebody's like, "Oh, I'm such a nerd," and then they start doing like surface level nerd shit about stuff that we love. You know?
Yep.
Also known as the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. Like if somebody, since we have fucking new Hagrid up on the screen, perfect example. If somebody starts talking to me about Harry Potter, I can tell almost instantly that they only watch the movies. So there are certain things that like sort of translate, and it's kind of nonverbal. It's just like a bunch of context clues that you pick up on for things that are said and how they are said. So yeah, voice acting is still acting, and you still need like something to draw from to do the role properly. And if you're just doing like a cheap imitation, people are going to see right through it. So yeah, I don't have a problem if they want to cast people of certain ethnicities to play this certain ethnicity role. But it also depends on the role. That's another factor.
Yeah.
I say like it's
Like
just
Like a poo. Yeah, you go.
It's like I just don't like when you're like setting that up as like your like outlook going in. It's just like, so you're deliberately limiting potential options. That doesn't seem like a great plan, but
Yeah, I get it. Again, the way
Yeah,
I
but
see
it
it,
also-
I'm
and
okay.
also the fact that like the context of it here is like the original show, the original cartoon show, which you're wanting to do a full remake of now. The original cartoon show just casted people for the roles.
Yeah, I get it.
And
Again.
no one bitched about it.
Again, I have no problem with you starting out looking in the ethnicity of the person they're voicing. As long as you're not limiting yourself there if you don't find what you're looking for. You can. I'm okay with you going. Ethnicity we're looking for. Didn't find anyone there. Okay, we're gonna move to people who have an understanding of the ethnicity and have grown up and understand that culture. Oh, we didn't find anyone there. All right, we'll open it up wide to see who the right person is. You might find someone in that first
Just don't make it
group.
arbitrary. Don't make it arbitrary. That's my only concern.
Yeah,
Well,
I get that.
Yeah, but for me, it doesn't feel like it's arbitrary. Like if they were casting somebody that's a Gundam fan, I'd want somebody that was actually a Gundam fan that grew up watching all of it and,
Or
like,
at least
really could deliver the lines properly.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, if you couldn't find that, then like go for someone like Henry Cavill who understands not necessarily Gundam, but understands the idea of fandom.
The idea of fandom, and like how how language is used in fandoms and stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, the only
that's all we're
reason
saying.
that
That's,
the only
by
reason
the way,
The
we're
Witcher
such
lasted
we're
as
such
long
a
as
Henry
it did.
Cavill's.
Dude started
like,
getting
as
into
I say,
smoking,
like,
so like smoking meat. So he's like a nerd man's man.
Yeah, Henry Cavill is our god on this channel. Shout out to Henry Cavill. Keep being you. Don't let anybody get you down. Tell those writers to shut the fuck up. They're doing it wrong.
Yeah, he's the only reason that The Witcher lasted as long as it did and did as good as it did.
But, you know, like,
and he
I guess my
quit
whole
because
thing
they
is,
stopped
like,
listening to him.
Yeah.
with voice acting, like the beautiful thing about voice acting is that you can potentially be anyone or anything.
Yes.
You know, like
Yes,
Keith
but
David is not a space alien, but god damn it, he's perfect as the Arbiter.
Yeah, but that's a little different than like I can pretend to be a cholo, but I'd get a lot of the vernacular wrong. Or if somebody was writing a script, I couldn't correct the script to make it more accurate. To like make it more authentic for the voice acting. So
I
As long
blame
as
Nick
we're
for
talking
this.
Cholo, not Chomo.
I blame
yeah,
Nick
cholo.
for this.
I said it with an L. Yeah. So I totally, sir, I agree with you. I'm just also giving the other position of why it might be helpful
No, and
to
I
have
understand.
somebody from that, you know.
Yeah.
That's it.
I said
And
my
like
only
I
concern
said-
is that, like, just don't limit yourself.
Like I said, I'm
Like-
okay with you
like
starting
Like, if you
looking
find
there.
a better fit, if you find a better fit for the voice that doesn't necessarily match the ethnicity of the character, then go for the better voice.
Yeah.
Like, well, also like so John Lithgow got casted as Dumbledore in the Harry Potter series. Before he was even casted, when he heard that he was being considered for it, he started reading all of the books to see if he would even want to do it. And I think he's read all the books now. And he's totally in, and he's been casted for it, and so like he took the time to understand the character and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Somebody
if
that
you
like
get
understands the character and understands everything.
the biggest thing
Yeah, it
you
was
should
need,
like,
also get the job, even though he's not English. I understand him being casted for the role because he's a serious actor.
It's like
but it's
how you
but
had all
it's
these
also like
you had all these Star Wars fans that were completely taking a shit on Tony Gilroy, the guy who was the showrunner for Andor. They're like, oh, he was looking up articles on Wikipedia. It's like, Well, yeah, because he doesn't know that much about Star Wars, and now he's in charge of the Star Wars show. So he's learning about Star Wars.
You can absolutely say
why are you shitting on him for that
source? You can say Wikipedia is a bad source, but he don't shit on him for trying to find information.
Yeah, and also,
like, why are you shitting on him for this? It's like, I don't know much about Star Wars, so I'm going to learn about Star Wars so I can do the Star Wars show.
Yeah, if you think it's a bad source,
putting in the
better sources.
It's a starting point, and that starting point also has links to other sources. So you can go down the rabbit hole from there. But that is, yeah, it's a starting point. So what?
Well, okay.
Well, yeah,
so,
it's like the bullshit thing about teachers in schools. Like, oh, you can't use Wikipedia. It's like, you could use Wikipedia as a start. Because Wikipedia links to sources.
You just have to go deeper. There's sources at the bottom. There's links throughout the entire Wikipedia article. Like, you can click on stuff and go to actual sources.
The thing with Wikipedia is it was very decisive within the Star Wars fandom between those who like the sequel trilogy and those who don't.
Mm.
Yeah, like during the Acolyte, when Keanu Mundi shows up in the Acolyte, and his fucking article on Wikipedia was being updated in real time to try and cover up the blatant lore discrepancy.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. Alright, let's close this shit out. I think we reached a natural stopping point.
Yep, I want to go talk to
Plus, I'm very hungry. My sister was making beef and broccoli, and I've been smelling it this entire time.
Oh,
and I just want to go lay down. I just want to go lay down.
You go sleep and not be the sick anymore.
That's the goal.
All right. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks everybody for joining us. I feel like we've had a decent show, and we'll see you next week, same time, same place.
Yeah. Well, bye everybody.
Bye everyone.
Shout out Waffle House. Live forever.
Fuck yeah, Waffle House.
Fuck yeah, Waffle House. I want to eat at a Waffle House, which means I have to go to the South sometime soon. No,
you
not
can come
soon,
to my
but sometime.
state.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I would love to go to a Waffle House with you guys.
At some point, we should just show up on Sir's front porch and demand that he house him. That he house us while we go to a Waffle House together.
You guys are going to have to share the queen-size bed in the master bedroom, though, because I don't have another one.
That's okay.
We like to
He's
cuddle.
a queen. And I like to cuddle, yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right, good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.